So, lads, the Indiana Fever have officially kept Breanna Turner for the entire season. And they officially have 11 players. So there is one last roster spot for the Indiana Fever. And today, we are going to be talking about players that the Indiana Fever could look for to fill out the roster, who I think they're going to look for, and why they're going to go for certain players. So, if you guys know what this team needs, realistically, this team needs some absolute wing shooting. That's what they need. It's hard to get wing shooting athleticism defenders. Like, they don't really exist. Ideally, you would have those type of players, but yeah, they don't. And I'm looking through Asia Cup right now to see who's doing well. And I mean, Zhang Jiu. By the way, Zhang Jiu at 18 years old is averaging more than a point per minute in Asia Cup, which is kind of nuts. Kind of nuts. But yeah, basically, there are a lot of players I would have thought from Eurobasket, and I think they would have brought them in already. Like, we all know that the Valkyries are bringing in Ileana Rupert. Like, we all know that Ileana Rupert is coming in, which is why they got rid of a player. And that's the first player that I think the Indiana Fever might end up picking up. And it's a player that was cut by the Valkyries, who was in fact starting for the Valkyries for a non-insignificant part of the year, and it's Steph Talbot. Like, if you look at Steph Talbot this year, she started 10 games. Steph Talbot started 10 games for the Valkyries, and the Valkyries are good. They are good. Like, they are a team that play well. They play the right way. Was she anything spectacular? No, but like, this is a player to come in and basically just be solid. Like, in my opinion, this would be we're not getting Emma Messiman. Like, that's just not happening. And assuming Emma Messiman's fallen through, assuming we're not going to be getting like Valu Ayayi, who I think is probably going to fall through, who's probably not going to come over, because why would she? She's like 30 now and she's never came over. I think Steph Talbot, if they're going to, this is an old-fashioned organization. If they're going to look at WNBA teams, see players that were from the WNBA, Steph Talbot just got cut because the Golden State Valkyries are stupidly deep. Like, they are stupidly deep. They're not like stacked. They are deep. Like, they have so much talent, and to bring in Ileana Rupert, they had to get rid of somebody, and they're not getting rid of Carla Late. They're not getting rid of any of these players. So you've got a player who was a starter for the Valkyries. And again, she didn't shoot well this year, 25% from three. But if you look at her career, she's up before last season. She was a near 40% three-point shooter for her career. She's a 35% three-point shooter. She's 6'2", plays a bit of defense, has size, is mobile. And again, you can't be slow and survive on that Valkyries team. A lot of people are like, oh, we don't want a 31-year-old. But I'm like, I don't care. She survived the Valkyrie. She can survive the Fever. They play faster than we do. Another player is really, really weird one. Like, this is, if you've been watching these games, this should be Australia's best player, but she doesn't start. So in Asia Cup, Australia are probably going to go and win it all. It's between Australia and China. But like, if you look at Australia, they play 2 games. There's Chloe Bibby, who doesn't start. Chloe Bibby has not started for this team at all. And then in Japan, against the Japanese team, this is the real game. This is the real game that matters, because Japan are good. I just was to see who was going to win the group. Chloe Bibby played 9 minutes. But like, Chloe Bibby played for Girona in Spain. Like, she was really good for Valkyries. And she had 8 points. She's a shooter. She is a sniper. But like, if you look at how Chloe Bibby got on in Spain, she was one of the best players in that league. She's obviously the Polish league MVP. She's one of the best players in the Spanish league this year. And averaged 6.5 points per game for the Valkyries, which is good, which is not bad at all. But my opinion is, a lot of people want Chloe Bibby, and it's understandable. But Steph Talbot's better than Chloe Bibby. Steph Talbot is better. Like, Steph Talbot was one of the better players from the Australian national team for the Olympics last year. If you want to look at the Olympics, you look Australia. Australia won the bronze medal. They managed to beat Belgium out for it. But if you look at the Australian team from last year, so you look stats-wise, Sammy Whitcomb played 31 minutes, Ezzy Magbegor 25. Steph Talbot played more minutes than Alana Smith. And I understand Alana Smith made the All-Olympics team. But, like, Steph Talbot averaged 6 points per game for them. And where Chloe Bibby wasn't even on the team. She wasn't even on the team. So I don't understand why Steph Talbot has not already been signed by the Fever. Like, she's better. She's much better than Chloe Bibby. And a lot of people are saying they're waiting on Chloe Bibby. Steph Talbot is the much better player of these two. And I was looking through as well. I was watching a bit of Australia's games. And I'm like, who is Isabelle Bourlaise? She's a hooper. And I was like, oh my God, she's like 20. The Atlanta Dream have her rights. The Atlanta Dream have her rights. Of course, other competent teams have the rights to players. But, yeah, it's one of those things where I think Steph Talbot is the obvious choice. Like, I know a lot of people are really pushing the Chloe Bibby on the Fever. I think Steph Talbot's just better. Like, Chloe Bibby comes off the bench for an Australian national team, and it's an Australian national team that's not full strength because most of their best players are in the WNBA. Like, in Asia Cup, if you look at the Olympics last year, Sammy Whitcomb's playing the WNBA that are not currently with their team. I'm looking at their team right now. So this is their team right here. Kayla George is playing in Asia Cup. She's playing in Asia Cup. Who else is playing? Tess Madgen, no. She's not playing. Isabelle Bourlaise is a young player. She's been their main player in one of their main players in Asia Cup. Christy Walls, obviously. Amy Atwell's not playing. Lauren Jackson obviously isn't playing. She's retired. But that's the thing. You've now got a Australia B team. She comes off Chloe Bibby comes off the bench for Australia's B team. I'm sorry, you've got a starting 5 player on their actual team available. And they're all signing on short-term contracts. Steph Talbot should be the player the Fever pick up. She's played with the Valkyries. She's able to play fast. She's mobile. And look, this is the 12th player. You're not going to get it. You're not looking for a starter. You're not looking for a starting player. But what you're looking for is realistically somebody that can play at that power forward role, that can play at the small forward, that can play defense, that can play maybe power forward beside Timpson in a small ball lineup, that's more mobile than Demiris Dantas. If you need your power forward to spread the floor and be mobile, she can do both of those things. So yeah, that is just my opinion. I think Steph Talbot is the obvious player for the Fever right now. It is, and that is under the assumption they're not going really for anyone in Europe. I think Steph Talbot, them getting rid of Talbot, that's the one where I'm like, it should be a genuinely, I just think that's a good fit. I think she's a vet. I think she's somebody that's able to shoot. I think she's able to be a solid player. And I think she's going to come in and give a lot of what a Sophie Cunningham gives. I think she's going to come in and give, maybe not what Lexi gives, but I think she's going to give a lot of what Sophie Cunningham gives. And I mean, Sophie Cunningham doesn't play power forward, and she's bigger than Sophie. So if you want to play a Sophie Cunningham type player and go small ball, Steph Talbot I think fits that role better. So yeah, honestly, her gotten rid of, regardless. Look, if Emma Messman's available, Emma Messman's available. If Mariona Ortiz is available, Mariona Ortiz is available. But I don't think either of them are coming to the Fever. So yeah, it is what it is. But anyway, that's the video. I'll see you guys.